So, Mark, you tell me it isn't racing and it's not sprinting. What is it?
It's probably best explained as being about halfway between the two. A little bit more involved than sprinting in that you haven't just got one car on the track at once. You've got anything up to 20, 30 cars out there, but you're not actually racing against each other, you're against the clock. So it's a little bit, usually less damaging than racing can be, a bit less frantic.
Right, so what's the name you've got for it?
It's called Time Attack.
Now, the cars are racing against time and not each other, is that right?
That's right, yes. So they're all, it's the real thing is to get the fastest lap you can rather than being the first one to get to the finishing line. So it does mean it's a little bit, you don't tend to get the aggression that you can have in other forms of racing.
Okay. We are lucky at the moment to have one of our Time Attack drivers, Marcus. Could you tell me a bit more about how it feels to be in a car going at certain speeds?
Yeah, sure. You have to switch yourself off from the speed that you're travelling at. Peak speeds I'll see in my Skyline is up to 175 miles an hour on some of the straights, and if you think about that too much then you'll make a mistake. You have to switch off, get your head into just driving the car and think about nothing else.
Right. How long have you been doing racing in general, and how long have you been doing Time Attack?
3 years for Time Attack, and that's really my first entrance into racing.
What sort of cars take part in these events?
Pretty much anything that was once on the road. These cars all started out pretty much as road cars. They've been modified very heavily, some of them, and that's anything goes. We tune them from the manufacturer's parts and have a lot of custom parts made for them.
So, you've played a massive part in getting the MSA to recognise you for the past 2 years. What impact has that had on your sport?
Yeah, well, I was actually involved both as an MSA scrutineer, so I was doing other events, and obviously I was chief scrutineer for Time Attack. So we sort of moved it towards that. So when we actually got recognised, it didn't make a huge impact because we'd actually made a lot of the rule changes already, but it does help. It makes the whole setup a lot more recognisable and gives a little bit of extra impact. And also from the other side, we're bringing new spectators and new entries and a complete new event into MSA as well. So it actually is quite effective from both sides.
Right. Now these events they occur nationwide now, is that correct?
That's right, yes. We've got rounds in Scotland, North Wales, and some rounds in England as well, so South and in the Midlands.
Fantastic. Well, when you're in Wales, we hope to catch up with you.
Oh,
well, thank you, Mark.
To see you.
And you. Thank you, Marcus.